Hello everyone, can you hear me okay? Oops, feedback, hold on. There we go. There we are. That should be good. Turn off the amazing Animal Crossing music in the background. Then get the game audio going. Sorry about that. Alright, game capture on. Using my very totally legit Game Boy Advance. There we are. Last time, we delivered some steroids. And this time, we are going to achieve obtaining some legendary cats. At least, that's what we're supposed to do. We don't talk about the lady that heals us, staring at us in our sleep. It's a totally legit Game Boy Advance, and the Nintendo ninjas will never find me. Hydrate, important. In other news, I got a surprise Christmas present as a kitten, so if you hear screaming in the background at any given point, that might be her, and I may or may not have to pause stream in order to attend to Teddy Baby. Other than that, though, this stream should be pretty straightforward. I'm with this guy, Mr. Proton, and we gotta find crates full of shipped-in Pokemon that were totally legally shipped in, just as my Game Boy Advance is totally legit. Also, Spud's family was murdered by one of these chefs, and if we can, we will avenge them. Also, there's politicians on board, so that's gonna be fun. You hear me clearing my throat more often than... Oh, there's a hyper potion in the bucket. That's nice. You hear me at any given point clear my throat a little more than usual. I was just tutoring before this, which is why I felt bad about leaving the kitten by itself, because I had just left it by itself to go do my job. Yeah, no one is safe from the chefs, you're right, Gladiator. But because she is, during my tutoring, I was given a Christmas gift of some chocolate, and I ate that right before stream. Very wisely. So, you know. My smartest of ideas, truly. I'm gonna move that up. True, they do have the best way to hide the evidence. You are not incorrect on that. I saw some powerful looking guy flying in here on a Dragon Knight. Oh, fun. Lance. I think he's famous, but I'm not from around here, so I don't know. Hey, buddy. Whoa. Cool. Super potion. Interesting that they, like, romanize its speech as Guo, when I've always kind of thought of it going as... I'm very good at this. Oh, this is a trainer. Come on, then. My sailor's pride is at stake. Poor C. If you ever need me to turn down the game music, let me know and I will. Until then, Reginald shall fly. No. Of course, C has fainted. Reginald has gained some EXPs. And we got a shelter. Oh, I did some looking around. Stevie is going to be learning an electric move, thank God. It's just learning it slightly later than I would have liked. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. Supposedly, it's got its Gen 8 Learn Set update, for this mod ROM hack thing. So it will learn Thunderfang at level 21. And now it's confused. I'd be confused if I looked at a shelter too. I mean, have you seen that thing? It's kind of confusing to look at. Alright, Blueberry. Let's fight. Absorb him. Absorb the shelter. Alright, Stevie gained some XPs, so did Blueberry. We got a tentacle coming out. Switch back to Stevie. It's true. Confusion does tend to get me too, but since I had 2 Pokemon that were super effective against Shelter, that's why it didn't get me this time around. Otherwise, I would have just stayed in, because I'm stubborn. It's almost like we're in the same family, Darkfire, and we get the stubbornness from somewhere. But, yeah. Also, I love Confusion just because it's like, everyone, like, portrays it as you punching yourself in the face. But, like, realistically, I have the real-life equivalent of Confusion when I just, like, trip over my own foot or whatever. If I was a Pokemon, I'd have an ability that was, like, a negative ability that I do double damage to myself in Confusion. Has no purpose other than to make me sad. But it is a talent of mine. That and spawning in police cars. Everywhere I go, it's like there's a police car nearby. Either they're keeping tabs on me, or it's a really weird coincidence. Or maybe they're part of the Nintendo Ninjas. He's gonna use Protect again, isn't it? There, smart enough. Yep. Ow. Well, 07. Bye, Reginald. Thank God I'm not doing a challenge run on this game, and I'm just here to have fun. Alright. This would also be super effective on Blueberry, but I'm pretty sure Blueberry can absorb them. Hey, Spud. I feel bad leaving the child by themselves again after being gone an hour and a half. And by the child, I mean my new cat. If you're wondering how a perfectly normal human girl and a potato managed to have a child and that child be a cat, adoption works in mysterious ways. Just don't think about it too hard. Oh, that's fun. Alright, good battle, mate. Good battle, mate. I'd be talking with the pirate language. Arr. That's not good that your connection is horrid. Alright, now to go have that woman stare at us in our sleep again. Huh. Healing comes at a price. Is it worth it? You know, I don't actually know, but I care about my Pokemon enough to, you know, give them at least that. I like feisty guys like you. Oh? Am I being hit on right now? What should my reaction be? Like this? Should I be embarrassed? Flattered? Should I be nervous? Or should I just wink at him? I'm not actually sure how to respond to this. Huh. Alright, Sailor Dylan. I'll have you know, though, if this goes any further, I'm a top. Alright, he just has 3 seahorses? Male seahorses do get a Dad of the Year award, though, because they do, like, give birth to the baby seahorses. They also eat a few of them, but you know, parenthood. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess? Nah. It is funny, though, that a baby seahorse is called a fry, because that's kind of what he do with them, is he kind of eat them like fries sometimes. Nature be crazy, man. This guy just has 3 seahorses. Sorry, horsies. My bad. He do really like the horsies. I don't know if there's a riding joke somewhere in there, so I'll just leave it at that. Player defeated Sailor Dylan. Well, that answers a few of my questions. I don't know if I'm... Should I be disappointed? Because I'm weirdly disappointed in this. Sea Pokemon live in deep water. You'll need a rod to fish them up. What? No, not like that. You know what kind of rod I mean. Sure. You know, now I have some questions. And I don't know if I want to know the answers. But is it possible to fish using your... I guess if it was erect long enough. I'm gonna stop this line of thought right here. Even us sailors have Pokemon too. I'd be concerned if you were fighting me without them. Ah, it's a Tentacool. What a chill guy. Unlike the Shelter guys, I don't think he has Protect. No. Reginald is learning aerial ace. Hell yeah. Let's go. Staryu. Interesting. Haven't seen one of those yet, I don't think. Or if I have, I forgot about it entirely. Okay, you're not bad. Oh, thank you. You're pretty cool yourself, dude. We caught all our Pokemon while we were out at sea. Yay, TM44. So, if any of you guys actually had the choice back in these games when the Team Rocket Grunt asked you to join and you weren't able to and you were really disappointed about it, like I was as a child, and definitely that isn't weird. How many of you, if you were given the option, would have taken that offer and joined Team Rocket? I explained that really badly, but OGs will know. If you were given an offer to join Team Rocket and you actually could do so in the games, would you do it? There's a better way to phrase that. Hello, stranger. I can't tell if you're from the seas or mountains, but stop and chat. All my Pokemon are from the sea. Soon, Reginald shall be a hero. Oh, that feels so nice to have a supersonic miss. I hate confusion. Poor Heartburn ain't getting any experience on this boat with all the water types. It's alright, we'll go in Diglett's cave and... Oh wait, no, that won't help him either. Shit. I'll give him the opportunity to eat some Oddish later, I guess? Using Recover at full HP. Rookie mistake. The AI is a genius. That was actually smart. I can respect that. The bird grows stronger. Darn, I let that one get away. I was gonna make you my assistant, too. What would an assistant fisherman even be? Like, do I just hand you worms, or... How would that work? I didn't think fishermen needed assistants. Unless you're, like, a commercial operation. Which, in that case... I wouldn't be just an assistant, I'd be a worker. Oh, this guy has a matchup. We can fight that. Arrgh, beaten by a rotten criminal. But how do you know I'm a criminal? When we're out at sea, jellyfish Pokemon sometimes drift by. Huh? All of his lines of text did not line up. Okay. Now to go deal with the politicians. This ship, she a luxury liner for trainers of the world. At every port we hold parties with invited trainers. Here, there's a lot of commotion going on by the balcony upstairs. I can't be bothered to check it. I'm too old for this stuff. He liked me for real, though. God, I relate. I like that guy, too. Can someone clip this NPC? Someone clip his text. Because I love him. Alright, gonna have to fight 2 people to get to that Pokeball. I'm sure Reginald's up to the task. Check out what I fished up. Sure. Fisherman Dale. I'm surprised they didn't go the obvious route and name one of them Fisherman Rod with R-O-D-D. Better they have, and again, I forgot completely about it or didn't notice it. Which is entirely possible. Water Sport has such a cool animation for it being it's such a useless move. Goldeen, Goldeen, Goldeen. Goldeen. If you ever need like a fun video to fall asleep to or just to like relax to, there are 2 videos that I recommend highly. One, gender differences in Pokemon, which are actually pretty interesting in terms of like how many of them there were and how many got scrapped. And there's like videos on the scrapped ones and on the ones they decided to keep for gender differences. And then the other one is like, which was it? I'm trying to think. I lost my train of thought. Just another video that's fun is like, which one would I recommend? There's the gender differences, and then there's, I guess the other one I could recommend is like moves of every type or whatever, like explaining moves and why they are the type that they are. There's a fun channel called Loxin and Noggin that just has a ton of Pokemon fact videos. Great to fall asleep to. Very fun. Competing against the young keeps me youthful. If that's how that works, my grandma would go fight every young person she met. Can't put it past her. She'd probably win, too. It's true, he did wait patiently. Yay, Heartburn finally got some EXP. Good match. Ah, I feel young again. Oh well, if you don't have to win to feel young, then in that case, I guess fighting every child you meet works. Nah, I won't steal from him. He's chill. Ooh, found some Stardust. Can't wait to snort that, sell that later. Wake. They say the ship's captain is a legendary cut master. I never understood that. Why did they put the cut master on a ship? Like, wouldn't surf master be better? Fishing master? Why cut? How is that helping? He has inspired admirers for his cutting skill around the world. Also, that just sounds like he needs therapy. Like, if you're self-harming that much, you should probably go get help. I admire the captain's resilience. While the passengers are out battling each other and gloating over celebrities, he sits in his cabin, smoking his pipe and honing his masterful cutting skills. Maybe. Or maybe there's something else behind that door. Could be a conspiracy, though. Dun, dun. My dad has me doll up for the party, my dad had me doll up for the party just as Lance came by. Just in case Lance came by. God, I can read. Not well, but I can read. Rat. Bird. I turned my rat in for a ransom so I could kidnap a Butterfree. True story. You will not be forgotten, Jeff. Unfortunately, even though they fixed the issues, like a lot of the gen set issues in this game, they did not fix the fact that you can paralyze an electric type with an electric type move or an electric type ability. That is infuriating. I've also been playing a little bit of a other ROM hack on my own time, playing Pokemon Crystal Clear. If you don't know what that is, it's a Game Boy Color ROM hack of Crystal, where it is made to be open world, still compatible with any of the other games, and tradable and doesn't cause any issues, which is fun. You can still play it with the OG games, but it allows you to basically go anywhere, do anything, at the pace that you want it to. And I'll admit, it's pretty cool. They also added like a lot of Pokedex features that make it fun, and Pokemon follow you in it. It's honestly lot of love put into it. I recommend it to anyone if you can just like nab yourself a totally legitimate Game Boy Color and a copy of Crystal that you can patch after porting the ROM into the piece. You know what I mean. I recommend you play the game. If you don't know how to do it, look it up. I can't say more. Lest they send their men to take me out. Who are they, you ask? Truth is, nobody knows. But it's believed that they work for the ones who are responsible for Pokemon. I also recommend you play this game too, if you are able to. Not too hard to get your hands on. Just make sure that you have a totally legitimate copy of Fire Red. I remember playing Yellow when it came out on the 3DS consoles for the only re-release it's ever had, and yet they refused to re-release it again on the Switch, which is a bizarre marketing decision. But I digress. I can only imagine what it felt like to play Yellow for the first time. Did you keep your Pikachu a Pikachu? Or did you replace it on your team? Genuinely curious, because in hindsight, it's really bad stat-wise. No matter how friendly you are with it. kept Pikachu, of course. I admire your tenacity. I have been keeping mine a Pikachu, but I also glitched in the Mew because I could, and all of that was the same. Oh, hey, Dread. Welcome in. But yeah, that... Playing Pokemon Yellow for the first time and you realizing all the quality of life shifts, I can only imagine playing, like, the actual Pokemon Yellow for the first time when it first came out, because there wasn't any, like, quality of life shifts other than that beforehand. But if you're going backward and going from, like, Gen 4, Gen 5, back to the Gen 2, or Gen 1 games, you realize just how much they are held together by duct tape and a prayer. Does not make me love them any less than all of their jank. I wish I could capture that feeling, though, because I will never know what it feels like to play Yellow when it first came out. Did you get all 3 of the starters, too, though? Moving on. That's where Spud's family was murdered. I'm also trying to think of, like, what other things I should do for this channel. It's a big deal since I mostly just had Tetris or the old Game Boy Basketball for that system. That makes sense. Pokemon was your first RPG. I think you got the starters. Sup, Brasscoin? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Oh! I want to see Lance so bad, but my dad won't let me. Dragon Pokemon are evil and demonic. That way that Lance openly flaunts them. I do not approve of this region's blasphemous culture. Blasphemic? Huh. First RPG on Game Boy. Final Fantasy was your first RPG. Final Fantasy's so fun. I love Final Fantasy. But yeah, that's a good first RPG. But yeah, first RPG on the Game Boy. That makes sense. And then it never left you alone. You can never escape Pokemon now. Hold on, wait, what does this say? They say in all of his decades of commanding the ship, the captain has never been seasick. Oh, a resolute soul, as well as artistic ability. He is the man. I hate to burst your bubble, ma'am, but you may have been fed some untrue propaganda. But yeah, Darkfire, I can only imagine how special of a feeling that is to just play Pokemon for the first time. I mean, it was pretty magical for me too. But I think actually the first one I played was a spin-off. I think it was Colosseum. I think it was Colosseum on your GameCube. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had a lot of fun. All the people here are obsessing over political guests. We admire Captain so much more. The way he cuts. It is a masterful work of art. It really is. What do you mean, take that back? I mean, technically it wasn't made fully by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company International or whatever they were calling it. It was Creatures at the time. It was a technically outsourced game, at least partially, which none of the main games up to that point were considered that. Do I consider it a spin-off? No. But it's not considered the primary game of its generation. Meaning as Gen 3 and Gen 2 games, respectively, I think XD, Gale of Darkness counts as Gen 3, and Colosseum counts as Gen 2. They were not... Well, they were both in the Game Boy era. Game Boy Advanced era. So, yeah. Technically Gen 3 games, but the mainline ones from that time were considered to be Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. But, in my heart, they're mainline. Yeah, I think it's because Genius and Orty, that's the only ones they ever worked on. And I do remember, like, listening to some news about the devs. Needed to complete the Gen 3 decks. True. I remember they were like, the devs were like, yeah, we had no idea what Pokemon was, and we just kind of really studied the games, and I believe that was the people from Genius Sonority, and then the Pokemon Company and Creatures were also in on it. Yeah. So, technically, they don't count it as mainline because it wasn't just the Pokemon Company making it, and Creatures. But, my personal opinion, first of all, it's the most story-driven of them, and secondly, in my personal opinion, it is as mainline as any as the others. Because then I don't have to tell people my first game was a spin-off. Voila! It is I, Garcon, the greatest chef in all of Kanto Johto. Oui, 'tis true. Did you come for the autograph? No, the captain. He is not to be disturbed, for he is busy consuming my very own smoked Magikarp extraordinaire. It must be enjoyed in quiet seclusion. Adieu. Come again later. True, none past Gen 2 are solely Pokemon Company. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just because Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald were the mainline games that they count Coliseum and XD as spin-offs, but... I also think it's just because they weren't for the main handheld console, and all of them up until that point were for handheld. From the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, and since this was a home system, they didn't count it as mainline, because they wanted to focus on their GBA. Personally, I love them both dearly. Both of those games share a very special place in my heart. Actually, if I can get Dolphin working on here, I might be able to play the Pokemon XG, which is a yeah, they recently someone made like an update / improvement ROM hack modification thing, and they call it Pokemon XG Gale of Darkness, and basically they update movesets, put in the physical special split, add more Pokemon, and make more Shadow Pokemon more accessible, and it's a very fun experience from what I played a little bit of, but I'd be happy to show that on stream sometime if that's something you guys are interested in watching. Alright, time to go deal with the politicians, I think? Whoever's up here. Darn, I knew I should have shelled out that for the extra VIP ticket. I wanna see. Me too, buddy, I relate. Oh, who's the gray-haired one? He's cute. Oh, and so powerful. What's going on? Who's here? Is it a movie star? I have paid too much money for my ticket to miss out on this. I've waited to see these figures for years. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a handshake. Now, settle down, people. Our VIP guests have just finished their meal and are engaging in some private conversation. Their time is very precious. They are not to be disturbed without reason. Oh, how do I look? How do I look? Can I let Lance see me like this? They have a word for a good definition of this, but I'm pretty sure that word is banned on Twitch. But yeah, Brascoin, if you ever get the chance, I would suggest looking up Pokemon XG. I think you might like what you see. Oh, plot point. I'll shut up now. It's a pleasure to finally get to meet you in person, Lance. I've heard much about the state of Kanto affairs under your reign from my advisors, but I've always wanted the opportunity to discuss it with you personally. Are you optimistic about your region's future? Oh, let me tell you, Mr. Stone. They're calling it the Golden Age of Kanto, but we're only just beginning. Not only having living standards increased dramatically in the post-war decade, but our economy is an unparalleled boom. To think that Silphco, once a Kanto family business, now has a near nationwide monopoly on the production of Pokeballs. Future Safari Zone is also attracting an ever-increasing mass of tourists. And that doesn't even to mention what the region's brightest entrepreneurs have in store for Saffron and Lavender in the coming years. Yes, Kanto has turned out quite the prosperous region, rest assured. Well, it sounds like private enterprise is doing well at the very least, but what are the people, Lance? Do they approve of you? I don't mean to draw unwarranted comparisons to the past, but I'm led to understand that your predecessor was quite universally revered, even though times were tougher then. How do you compare with him in the eyes of your citizens? Ha! Yes, my predecessor was loved by all. Up until the moment he surrendered from the war, that is. Anybody with a sense stopped adoring a champion who would give up his region's independence and honor just to save his own skin pretty quick, I'll tell you. Look, I know having conquered Kanto in a war as a Johto general necessarily means that some of my citizens won't take too kindly to me right away. But I dare say my entry in the history books will be more favorable than an old coward's. I see. I hope you'll excuse my lacking in both political experience and memory, but what was the name of that predecessor of yours again? ... His name was Samuel Oak. Oh, shit. I'm certainly not apt to forget that anytime soon. Oh, that's right. And this Oak. He has given up battling altogether and resigned himself completely to his Pokemon research. I understand that his Pokedex system has become quite renowned in the academic circles, even in Hoenn. It's quite impressive. Heh. Oh, Mr. Stone, Oak didn't give up battling of his own accord. I saw to it that he was banned from ever taking part in a Pokemon battle again the moment he called for surrender. I suppose his research endeavors were all he had left to attend to in his post-war life. Is that really so? I must say your region's political history intrigues me, Lance. If you don't mind me asking, why in the world do you think such a powerful and respected trainer as the Samuel Oak would surrender without a fight? It seems so odd, so unlike a champion, wouldn't you say? I see no mystery in that whatsoever. We were winning the war, and the old man got scared for his life. Simple as that. Some high-level Kanto scientists were allegedly trying to make a genetically engineered warfare Pokemon around then as a last resort, but nothing came of it. And once we got the legendary dogs under our control, victory was more or less guaranteed either way. Legendary cats? They're not dogs. And I can put that debate to rest because the the people who designed them stated they were cats. Back to reading dialogue. Sorry. I don't have a problem. Some Kanto patriots may like to tell the story different, but that's the truth of it, Mr. Stone. Well, there's an interesting turn of events in any case, I have to say. I'm glad I could keep you entertained. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm afraid I'll have to leave you to attend some Indigo League business. I hope you keep enjoying the Kanto air for as long as it lasts, Mr. Stone. Vermilion is a beautiful city. Just to be safe. Yes, it was quite an exquisite evening, wouldn't you say? You must not bother the Hoenn champion. I do believe that Magikarp was a little too salty. My own chef would never stand for this. Ah, rich people I've never heard of that are generic NPCs. This Lance has such a violent appetite. This party is moderately entertaining, but the parties on my own yacht are infinitely grander. No, I'm quite full now, thank you. Wait, they eat Pokemon? Oh yeah, they've confirmed that. And in the most recent games, there's actually an item that you can put on the sandwiches you make called Cloth Sticks. Cloth is a Pokemon. They're just straight up eating the cloth. So yeah, we've confirmed. They eat Wattrel nests. But yeah, there's... Even in the anime, they show, like, images of them cooking and eating Magikarps. It's interesting, because you don't think about it very much. I think Brian David Gilbert also made a video about, like, what is the most edible Pokemon for his, like, last Unraveled from Polygon. Or, like, when he was working for Polygon. That was funny. Yeah, they eat Tauros. They've confirmed to eat the Slowpoke Tails, to eat Bounsweet. Yeah, a lot of the Pokedex talks about how people eat these Pokemon. I'd eat a Milk Tank burger. That sounds really good. I get the feeling I'm gonna fight someone. No, I didn't fight anyone. Hey, buddy. Nothing like a full pipe of a sailor's baki after a meal. My, if only all my afternoons were this peaceful. It's empty. Wait, are we the one who poisons him? Pokemon cries appear to be coming from inside the crates. Hey you, trespassing on my cabin during my private time, are we? And who might you be? Well, judging by that outfit of yours, I'd say you're in trouble. Oh, I see how it is. You came here to pick up those crates, didn't you? See, my crew found these things lying around deck earlier, and I sure as heck don't remember loading them aboard in Lily Cove City. If this is some part of smuggling business, I'll have none of it. Let me show you how we deal with petty smugglers where I come from. I'll cut you right up. Pokemon are Pokemon in some parts of the world and food in others, kind of like cats in ours. True, very true, but I don't like to think about people eating cats, considering I just got one, and I would kill for it. I would kill a man for this cat. Oh, I love this music. Captain Arab. Arab? Doesn't matter. Reginald, fly. Reginald, no! How could you miss at such a crucial moment? Holy shit, this music goes hard, but Pokemon music in general is good, but they actually remixed a lot of these tracks in this game, especially the boss battle music, and like the introduction music. The dev team for this mod, or this ROM, specifically remixed these tracks or made these tracks. Yes, I know Stevie's poisoned. I can never remember if it's special attack or physical attack that's Tentacool is particularly defensive against. Ow. Doing great, Stevie. Did great, Stevie. Ow. No. And there goes my dog. I was hoping to get at least rid of the Tentacool. Alright. You're not that over-leveled anymore, Azarilla, so I'm letting myself take out the nuke. I love this sprite of Krabby. That's so funny. Looks like he's looking up to God, like, praise be, praise the sun. Ouch. I'll let Bubbles have a turn since Bubbles doesn't get to do too much on the ship. And he won't be able to do much against electric types either if we have to fight those. Dun 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 dun. Alright, Diglett. I think it's faster, so this is gonna be the end of Bubbles, unfortunately, but Bubbles did their best. That crit was entirely unnecessary. I absorbed them like I'm about to absorb you. Nom nom. Good job, Boo Betty. Give all these chefs a run for their money. And the captain. You won't be cut down by him. Good job, Booberry. Scyther. Alright. Well, Heartburn would have been helpful here. I didn't realize he had a bug type. Makes sense, though, if he is the cut master. Adorable. One more nuke and the get battle will be over. This was way closer than it had any right to be, though. And down. Gosh darn landlubber, I'll have you arrested. Oh, I can steal a Pokemon from him? I'm gonna do it. I'm not even gonna use it. I'm just gonna do it. What should we name him, though? Anyone got any name ideas? About what we name our stabby bug? Name it Arms. That's not a bad name. I either usually name my Scythers or my Weaviles Jack, like Jack the Ripper, since they have scythe arms. But Arms works too, and I would have never thought of that myself. Then if I ever evolve it into a Scizor, I don't think I can, but if I did, it'd have a coat of arms. I give it a metal coat of arms. Eh. What in the... My Scyther! You filthy thief, you'll suffer for this. I'll have you know we have some powerful authority figures aboard this ship. I'll have you tried in national court if I have you, you smuggling, thieving little... Coughing! Poison gas, now! Oh, that's why the captain's seasick when we go in there. Ugh, oh god, I've never been this sick in all my 50 years at sea. Darn it all, you filthy cheating blurg. Oh, my stomach is turning. I love how this game explains literally everything. Good riddance. Nicely done, coughing. I see you finally found the crates, Grunt. Good. It'll probably take a couple of trips to get them all off the ship, but we'll manage. I don't think this old guy's gonna pose much of a problem anytime soon, anyway. I love that. I will have to thank Oni Cartoons. Well, that's the last one. I'll have the Pokemon move to the appropriate location on my own. For now, I'm just happy to be off the ship. Pretentious parties and people of influence make me almost as sick as the swaying of the waves. Speaking of meaningless things, have a look at that. Whose bright idea was it to put some great big truck out on this tiny island in the ocean? Well, I suppose it makes for a great place to hide something in plain sight that's out of people's reach. Go figure. You under the truck wasn't just a rumor. Well, what are you standing around for, Grunt? Mission's over, nothing to see here. I figured the boss will have some other mission for you by now, Star Boy. Head back to HQ and sell it on. I'm off. Well, that happened. We are probably gonna have a huge bounty on our head now, because we did just kidnap a level whatever Pokemon. But that's okay. That's what the Meowths are for. I'm keeping Payday, just because... nostalgia. But I will turn in some of the others. Specifically, Cool Whip and the other one. Oh, I already gave in the other one, I guess. That's okay. The amount that I get off my bounty is based on level, so... I am a perfectly good boy, no criminal history. The other one's a lower level. I can actually just go catch a wild Pokemon for it. It's okay. Arms is funny. Regardless of who made it, it's still funny. Deposit a Pokemon. Jeff, you get to stay here another day. Wait. Alright, I'm gonna go catch a wild Pokemon real quick, so I can get that bounty off of me. I've never gone the full dark route on this game, but that's just because I can cheese my way into not being a criminal. I'm the worst kind of criminal. The one that isn't getting punished. Yeet. Dun, dun, dun. Nope. And would you believe it, even though it's in my trainer OT, they still count this as a stolen Pokemon. And now I'm no longer a criminal. How long do I need to wait for my balls? Alright. Pokemon restored. Alright, I'm supposed to go back to Celadon. I'm probably gonna end stream a little... like, it's not really that early. Most of my streams are around an hour for now. But I will probably end it pretty soon, just because I want to go check on the baby, or I will at least take a break pretty soon, because I need to eat some food. If you guys will still be here when I get back, that'd be cool. But if not, I can just end it. But at the very least, I'm gonna go see what our next plot point's gonna be. Sorry, not plot point, mission. Mission's gonna be. Ahem. Oh, I got a phone call. Hey, Mai, it's me. Haven't heard from you in a while. No major new rocket events to report? No self-co scoop? Fine. Just calling you to... I passed on one of those gifts you gave me from before. So a while ago, some young hotshot trainers stopped at my house and helped me with some experimental hiccups. This kid was borderline mute, probably lightly autistic, but he was more intense and focused than any kid trainer I've ever seen. It was funny. 11 years old, he already got 2 gym badges, so I gave him my ticket to board the SSN. Just thought you might like to know. Talk to you later. That's Red. Whew. He's the guy I took out when I wasn't supposed to. And it asked me if I cheated. No, I just took a very long, convoluted way to win something I shouldn't have. Hey, they talk about Team Rocket on TV. I wish I'd go, hi, Mom, or something in front of the camera. Maybe she wouldn't like it all that much. Ever since Lance's TV announcement, I've just started being nice to everyone I see so they won't judge me for being a rocket. I wonder what goes on in the rocket laboratory. They never let me go in there and it's bugging me. Do you think they're making nuclear bombs? That would be cool. I don't think we have the ability to make nukes. It's anything I hate more than being a supplier for rookies on recruitment day. It's being pestered by those very same rookies when I'm trying to work. Maybe if I just ignore them, they'll go away on their own. Alright, passive-aggressive sir. Message received. Surely I'm not the only one who finds it funny that the cops are rewarding me for being nice, only because I was bad before. Like, I just feel like there's some moral contradiction here, but I just can't put my finger on it. Don't go in thinking you're special just because you get missions from the boss now, alright? We better not disappoint the boss now, you hear? What accent did I give him? Ah, if it isn't May! Well, come on up here. I've heard you did well in your forays, and that didn't make him British, that's for sure. I've heard you did well in your forays in Spooling and Vermilion. Well done. Keep this up. To keep up this performance, I'll have a little choice but to promote you before long. So you're telling me this red kid has already beaten 2 gym leaders and is heading for his 3rd? Well, we should keep an eye on his whereabouts, but we can hardly follow him around at all hours. Besides, the fact that you managed to beat the other kid trainer from Mount Moon shows we've probably largely overestimated the threat these kids pose anyway. With any luck, their little bout with Team Rocket will turn out to have been nothing but a brief one-off accident. Isn't that right, Ariana? If you say so, Giovanni. Be that as it may, we have some more pressing matters to attend to right now. Listen up. Apparently Mr. Fuji of Lavender Town has gotten so resentful of our exploits in Pokemon Tower that he's decided to take matters into his own hands. Fuji's no master trainer, but he has experience enough, and he has managed to knock out all of our grunts we have stationed in Lavender. He has made his way up to the top of the Pokemon Tower and vows to stay there until the souls of the murdered Pokemon have departed or something of the like. Anyway, the bottom line is, the old man has cut off our supply of Cubone skulls at the time when the demand is at an all-time high. We need to have him thoroughly detained and incapacitated so he'll learn to stay out of our way for good. This is where you come in, May. Now, I'd normally send one of my admins for such a job, but most of them are up on other missions, and the others, well, I suspect they're a little too scared of the ghost to take up the initiative. It's a prime opportunity for you to prove your worth, May. Hope I won't be disappointed. Lavender Town is east of here through Sapphire on the underground path. Get over there as soon as possible. You also want to carry one of these unless you're really keen on being scared to death by Pokemon ghosts. I received the Oscilloscope. Well, get going, man. No use standing around. Go teach that Fuji a thing or two about messing with Team Rocket. Yes, boss! I got you, fam. hit the wrong button. Yes, I did. Alright, so I gotta go to Lavender. Gotta go deal with some ghosts and deal with the Fuji. How much is the TM for Thunderbolt? Probably more than I paid for the Dratini. Yep, it is more than I paid for the Dratini. TM24 is 4,000 coins. Do I get an employee discount? Unfortunately, no. If I did, the grinding earlier would have been so much easier. How much money do I have, though? I don't have a trainer card. So the only way to check it's really to go into a shop. But yeah, no, Team Rocket isn't willing to give employee discounts. You think they're made of money or something? That they would do such a kind thing? They do have great employee benefits, though, can't lie. Great insurance. Which I feel like are the biggest thieves of them all, but not to get political, so I won't go any further into that. Is that a Nokia? It would be great if there was a Great Workplace nominee / winner. I think MNJ TV, his alter ego Grunty Boy, made a joke about them having great employee benefits. Not positive, but yeah, it's always through the ad sections. I don't remember how long ago that was, but it was a bit for a while. Grunty boy, indeed. How much do you give me? My rocket bandit in the flesh. Giga Drain. I got 2 rare candies. I need to go pick up my dog. Probably gonna use them on the Growlithe. Unless the Dratini just leveled up and has less EXP, then I'll use it on the Dratini. I'm not above power leveling. I am gonna put my dog up front, though. Alright. I'm gonna take a detour to Lavender. And then... Or not a detour, take a route to Lavender. And after we get there... Oh, that's a nice move to have. As I was saying, after we get there, I'm going to probably end stream. Too bad I'm pretty sure Heartburn's nature sucks for, physical attack. Oh well, he's not a bad special attacker, so I can make do. I have to decide if I'm gonna beat up Mr. Psychic or not. Haven't decided if I'm gonna do that side mission, or which road I'm gonna do on the side mission. Am I gonna grind my dog? Yes. But first, I'm gonna do these. What's cute? Blech. I can read, I promise. What's a cute, round, and fluffy Pokemon? Jigglypuff seen from above? Clefairy, damn. It's Pikachu! It's Clefairy. Fuck! Stop slapping my dog. It's very rude. Came the center of attention, alright. Not in a good way. Why would you have that move in a single battle format? No! No! You've attracted my Growlithe, and now you're telling it to follow you. Are you trying to get my dog in trouble for stalking? I'm not in love with this one, so I should be fine. No, I'm just gonna keep using Ember. No. Please burn it. I can handle that. Ow. Okay, well at least it's not spamming minimize. I feel better knowing that. Does not make missing any less annoying. Are you kidding me? Are you 3 in a row? You know what? You kind of deserve that, Heartburn. I'm sorry. You had 1 accuracy drop. You shouldn't be missing 3 attacks in a row. Really? Stevie, not you two. You have got to be shitting me! You are not in love. About to kick this stupid fairy and punt it across the thing like a kickball. Come on, Stevie, I need you to get the EXP. I hate accuracy drops so much. Stevie, you did not deserve that level up after what you've done. Reginald, you deserve it. I'm proud of you, Reginald. Good job, buddy. Stepping in when no one ever did on the team. Don't be so mean to my Clefairy! It's time. Reginald ascends! Go, Team Scott! Wait, wrong. Team Rocket! Blast off! That's the correct team. Reginald has grown. I'm so proud. Alright, I'm gonna save in the Pokemon Center. And I'm gonna head off for the night. Thank you so much for everyone that came by to watch the stream. Thank you for everyone who chatted. And I appreciate every one of you. I will be streaming again, I believe tomorrow. And then I'll be back Tuesday. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I will do the little end screen as we listen to the spooky music. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great night. Good night, Darkfire. Thank you for coming. Appreciate the spooky one last time. Let you guys out on this note. Don't know how that feels, but